on to the next person to speak to us, which is Oga Chris. It's good to have you on the show.
Yeah, Mr.
Thank you so
Nanjao, thank you very much for this opportunity to join this program again.
much.
And thank you very much for this great work you do and for the upliftment of our nation. And God will continue to bless you and keep you and your household and everything that's dear to you. People with the panel with me, I see all of you now. Our Dream Nation, Black Panther, Oga Jonathan. He was our mandate, Abdul Malik, Omashola. I greet all of you now. Everybody for comment section. Now do well. It's not easy to be here every day. The God Almighty will bless all of us and keep us on. And the mommy diaspora, thank you, mommy. You are the one and only sweet mommy that we have. Thank you for all you do, mommy. And the good Lord continue to bless you. Again, the issues are always the same. If you see him, anytime we are talking on this platform, it's usually the same thing. It's either we are talking about corruption, police brutality, election fraud, everything revolves around one particular event, and that is how to move the nation forward. Unfortunately, if not that we have stupid leaders, what's so difficult to correct in all this? The obvious truth is that when we say the nation is not working, it's not as if it's not working. It's actually working for the people that want it to work the way they want it. This is actually how they want it to work. It is you and I that are seeing things differently, that want this nation to be amongst the committee of nations that is trying to carve out a different pathway for our nation. But for the true owners of Nigeria, not so they want this country to be. Make una not deceive ourselves. If not be so, waiting go take Obasanjo 8 years, Yaradua 5 years, Jonathan another 6 years, Buhari 8 years, Tinubu don't do 4 years. We cannot get electricity. Waiting. Now we be the most stupid people for the world. Obviously, they know waiting. These people, they know exactly what they do. That is why our country be like this. So not until we get that man, that single person that wants a better life for the common man, for everybody on the street, now so our nation go be. Now so our nation go be. If you look some of all these political gladiators now the same mindset all of them get to. The same mindset. If they still come, now the same thing. A little bit different. Now then go do. Not only this His Excellency Peter Obi, now be the man of the people. Now only one no go bribe people to support him. Now only one no go give people money to campaign for him. His supporters are organic. And I still see the same thing with Dr. Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. His own supporters, to a large extent, are still very organic. See the police brutality, the young man with them waste yesterday. Is it not obvious? Say that young man, he gets information with the no want making release. You say policeman go just open eye like that, by person for broad daylight when he know the consequences. He knows, and that policeman is not acting alone. Like Oga Jonathan talk, they very easy to convince and deceive. Now make me talk the other day, say Nigeria is one of the easiest country where any person go feel rule. All you just need do is to be very ready. Nigerians don't need much to be satisfied. Give them road, give them electricity, water here, and the internet, stable this, stable that, and you see the people will be happy. If not for it, imagine a country government carry dollar go reach how much? 1,000, almost 2,000. When government still do small thing, the dollar come down, everybody begin they clap. That is how easy we are to convince. And I still see that easiness in this judgment where they just pass. So for me, personally, we really need to be careful about this judgment. It is not yet Uhuru, like the people will say. There are landmines everywhere, everywhere. It is not victory, like they say in politics. stupidity is not a handicap. They know exactly what they are doing. The Supreme Court, Oga Jonathan B. Abdul Malik, they talk just now, say Supreme Court, maybe they try, convince them, they don't do so, they just have to give these judgments. I beg to disagree in a little way because the Supreme Court, they don't even get real option for this matter. And they have not really, to me, they have not really done anything fantastic. And it still surprised me, say, ADC, will they celebrate, Abi Peter Obi supporters. There's really nothing much. Now, maybe we understand what the Supreme, the judgment, what the judgment day about. See, 3 courts are involved here. The first one is the trial court. The second one is the appeal court. The third one is the Supreme Court. Okay, David Mark. Of course, Atiku Abubakar, at the beginning, Atiku Abubakar and his people bring David Mark come, then go ADC, then do what they do, buy the leadership or remove the leadership of the ADC. And that one be stage 1. Then there was no problem. Everything was going smoothly. But when the people in power, the APC people, when they see the way ADC is picking up, immediately they hear the name Peter Obi, they activate Nephew Gombe. And that one don't fair agree with them, David Mark, since so come out. They activate that one. That one go the first court. That's the trial court. Go look for interlocutory injunction. Say Naim be the chairman. Now make them remove them David Mark and them Atiku. Because they see, say the ADC is gathering power. So that was what that one went to court for. Make una dey hear, that was court A. Then before the court, before they give judgment, they can't say, we not just do, even doing an interlocutory injunction, that's what you are seeking for. We need to hear from David Mark and his people. The court called David Mark to come and defend what Gombe, the injunction Gombe has pleaded for. When they called David Mark and the people made them come, David Mark and the people, they not go. They don't go that court, the first court. They went to appeal court to appeal that interlocutory injunction where they never pass. Now appeal court they say, no, this thing not work like that. You're supposed to go solve the problem. The court, where they call you for court, you're supposed to go there first. Go solve the problem. So assuming the appeal court just stopped for that, if for not the problem. But the appeal court now went ahead to derecognize David Mark. But they used style, they send a status quo antebellum. Now they see the magic, they say status quo antebellum. So it's very clear, so now the government in power, now they get hand for that one. INEC jump in, say, okay, since the court, because one of the year, that court, that status quo antebellum, now David Mark, now then go the court to, no be Nephew Gombe, go the court. Now David Mark and the people go that court. So the court can't notify, it can't tell them, say, no, we're not supposed to go answer that case. They're supposed to stop that. They don't went ahead to say that all parties should maintain status quo antebellum. That was now the prerogative of the almighty INEC to define that, to give that the kind of meaning it so pleases. Of course, they were doing the bidding of their master. So, the case, David Mark and the people, they now went to Supreme Court. So, what did Supreme Court do today? Supreme Court talk, say, number 1, you see that status quo antebellum, so that court not get the right to do that one because that was not even what was asked of the court. So the Supreme Court essentially tell David Mark, you see that first suit when Nephew Gombe sue una, make una go respond to that suit. That is what the judgment is all about. But before that, because what make me talk, and this Supreme Court...
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Now, Can any lower court challenge the Supreme Court when it gave a final decision on that very case?
No, that's exactly the problem. Supreme Court not give any final decision.
Wait. Don't let me preempt Mr. Chris. Let him continue. Maybe
okay. Now Supreme Court goes okay. Appeal courts, how you go to give antebellum? Wait till be antebellum. They don't even ask you for that one in the first place. They don't even ask you for that one. Wait till they come meet you for different. Wait till they talk different. So Supreme Court, David Mark, make una go back to that first case from the very trial court when Nephew Gombe take sooner. Say no be una be the correct leadership. Go and answer that question. Make una see the landmine. But before the Supreme Court do that one today, yesterday, High Court contend and say, see, Oga David Mark, the convention will now hold. That convention is null and void. Now, see, the convention is null and void. But be that as it may, the leadership question as things stands now still David Mark people. The current leadership now then still did there. But even though they did there, they get case to answer. And the case where they want answer, so that leadership as they be the leader of ADC, so there's another faction, Nephew Gombe.
Mr. Chris, the case of Nephew Gombe is different from the judgment of High Court. It's another case. So there are two court cases.
Yeah, that you don't understand what I talk. Maybe you don't understand. I said the High Court yesterday. Say the convention.
Gombe too. High Court now. High Court.
No, yes, that one are now two different cases now. Get them very clear. The High Court yesterday, waiting that one do not to nullify. See, there is a big trap because the reason I'm saying all this, when these people go finally come, we don't go. They are doing it in such a way because when they go come deliver negative judgment,
Mr. Chris, you know, there's this saying, this very deep saying, and I believe it. Almost all the culture, especially from southern Nigeria, we have it. It's all the same. They say the stone where you they see where they come, it cannot blind your eye.
Exactly.
Now the one where you know still, now if you blind your eye. They don't see this one. APC, Bola Tinubu's party, will not succeed on this one. They can play all the shenanigans. It will not work. It will end up on the head of the judiciary. Now, judiciary will carry all the blame at the end of the day, and Nigeria will bust because they see it coming already. It's not like it's not an arch job anymore. Like something that will happen surprisingly. No, we already see it coming.
The point now, before my time finish, make I land. The point now, that's the point I'm making. It is not yet Uhuru, not be the time where everybody go do the dance. It is the most critical time where we go take open our eyes. See, Mr. Jonathan, the judgment of yesterday, may I make that one very, very clear. Now, the convention, when David Mark led ESCO conduct, now they nullify yesterday. But that does not stop the fact that David Mark and his team, they are not the leaders of ADC as at now. It doesn't stop the fact. But the Supreme Court still tell them, say, despite some of the leaders of ADC for now, make una go answer that matter where Nephew Balangombe, that interlocutory injunction, where the court fair ask una in the first place. Make una come answer, we would not go now go appeal court. Then appeal court give judgment against you and I can't go Supreme Court. So Supreme Court is saying go back to the first court again. Make una go respond to Nephew Balangombe. That is the judgment of the Supreme Court. But meanwhile, as now they do that one,
Mr. Chris, but you know, say the judgment of yesterday, hold water, and some people, hold water.
No, but the judgment, see, not be me and you go talk whether he hold water. Now the leadership,
now unless they want to be mischievous.
Now the leadership of the ADC people, now then go take that judgment, go court now, go still test them. There's already a judgment on hand. See, if they don't do anything about that judgment, me and if we talk for years.
Because you know why? Because the Supreme Court has taken care of that judgment of yesterday. So even if they go to appeal, the appeal court will stand on the side of the Supreme Court. So even as at that time, that Congress and that convention, where that court of yesterday say it no hold water. Now, David Mark was the authentic leadership as at that time. So that Congress and convention hold water because now then the leadership as at that time.
And Mr. Jonathan, they need. Yeah. I listen to that your argument. As long as the Supreme Court don't tell them David Mark, make them go back. It's the same thing I said. So automatically it means now David Mark faction now then be the current ESCO. So waiting they everything where they do by extension supposed to be correct, including the convention. So it is not the one where me and you go talk here. It is for the people involved to seek that legal interpretation. So, okay, since the court yesterday say our convention no hold water, but Supreme Court say maybe we go back to that court, that first court, as the ESCO, maybe we go present ourselves, maybe we go defend ourselves. So if Supreme Court say maybe they go defend themselves, it means that them be the ESCO. They should go and defend themselves in that court. So the question that we'll be asking ourselves, why I say maybe we don't they carry the way, what is the judgment that's going to come out from that court? Because in that court, they talk about forgery. They talk about, so by now, I expect, say very simple thing. I expect, say our team, the ADC team, those signatures where they say they forge, by now, therefore don't use forensic experts to prove whether the signature was actually forged or not.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chris, it's he who alleged that is going to prove. Not ADC.
But you go do your work.
My brother, we they talk about this here. We are talking
Chris,
about
thank
this.
you for that point. They need to go and prove it. Beyond reasonable doubt.
They're supposed to don't get that document keep for grant. It doesn't cost anything. What did they go do? They go use one expert for US, use one expert for the EU, so that if you must believe one of the two.
Now the second day where I don't tell them this one, say that thing they cost $300.
You don't talk here now about that proving forensic test now.
See, I don't know whether I don't even know now. Say Oga Jonathan don't talk. So now be the thing. The reason I'm saying not to say we'll just go to celebrate, they go. Waiting court, the way courts say they behave, they don't pander to emotions. They look at the facts before them. Now only Supreme Court will say, okay, then go take judgment, they go talk. So even this judgment where we take, you cannot quote the judgment. That's how Amechi became governor of Rivers State. Even without contesting any election, he became the governor.
Mr. Chris, I have a question for you.
Yeah, and they come on and don't forget, we did this country where person we carry forth for election. They make him the governor of a state, Anambra. That was the case. Emeka versus who again? Obasanjo. Sorry, Emeka and Hope Uzodinma. And more than don't forget, this Supreme Court, the Supreme Court, what be her name again? Justice Kekereku. She was part of those people. Yes, she was part of the judgment for Anambra. Imo. She did part of those people. When I go check on her record, well, people where if you carry person, we carry forward for election, come make a governor. And the judgment where they rely on, the evidence where they rely on, Mona not still forget, simple Google check. The evidence they relied on was a paper, the result that was brought in by a policeman that witnessed the election. Your country, there's nothing that cannot happen. So as at now the judgment, the situation of the judgment be that. So the reason why they talk this one, we go there happy in one way, but this is the most crucial time where all of us go there, where we go open our eyes. Because they set track for everybody. We clap for Supreme Courts now. We clap for the courts. When they go hit everybody again, then if you want to talk, they'll say, yesterday they give judgment for our favor now. This one not come favor now. Now make una come they talk. Make we see waiting, then go talk. See,
Exactly, my brother. Take it out, they should watch out for how.
Make we see waiting, then go talk. See, waiting I never understand now. The situation where the Supreme Court talk, David Mark, you and your leadership go and meet Bala Gombe. Make una go slug him out. That is the issue. Is it not clear? Say Bala Gombe na government they support him. 30-something years old person. How many son they pursue a case for him? How many son? Where is money to get all those people? So they are telling David Mark's faction, go back and meet Bala Gombe faction.
Mr. Chris,
yes.
Mr. Chris, don't forget, say, Bagabi Amina don't tell Bala Gombe and Agbaje say, make them fight. Oh.
Make them continue to they destroy everything.
He did clear saying that government support them now. Una not see him.
And now be the situation now. Where nephew Bala Gombe get son? How many son? 30-something. Where he get all of them? So what the court essentially did was that you see that way the David Mark faction run from before. There was a reason why when the court called David Mark faction, make una come, there was a reason why they not go. When they run, go another court. But the Supreme Court has essentially told them now that you see that run come out since. Make una not try, wanna go back. But meanwhile, this INEC where you say they interpret status quo, nothing concern you, INEC. Leave everything, get out, forget the status quo anti-ballon. So now that one with their people say they don't restore David Mark. But they not restore them, make them go sit down for us. They restore them, make them go that battle where they run from in the first place. Because the question is that why did they run away from that battle in the first place? Because if they had faced that battle, there would have been no need for David Mark's led ESCO to go to appeal court. And if they are not going to appeal court, there would have been no need for that judgment of status quo ante-bellum. But David Mark and co, they understand, say if they go that court, so when they summon them, wahala go day. Now make them be wrong, go higher court, appeal court.
Waiting be the wahala. Waiting be the
because
wahala.
Yeah, the wahala we go there, say it's obvious, say now Bala Gombe, the sudden resurrection of Bala Gombe, there is a hand behind that sudden resurrection. That is it. The fear is that they know they
need to prove that hand. They need to prove it. Beyond reasonable doubt.
They know they might not get judged. They know they might not get fair judgment. Now make the wrong come out. They don't go answer that matter at all. They don't go answer the matter at all. Even like say we want play you want play World Cup final, Nigeria versus Brazil. All the officials now Brazil people. Then when time reach, we say we not go play. We go complain to FIFA. FIFA say they maintain status quo ante-bellum. Sorry, we go complain to UEFA. UEFA say status quo ante-bellum, blah, blah, blah. So we can't go FIFA. Now FIFA can say, okay, forget status quo ante-bellum. That match will run from, so Mona go back, go play that match. But the question is this, who are still the officials officiating that match? We want to follow Brazil. Is it still the Brazilian officials? The answer is yes. So
the thing is
essentially,
what I think will happen now is that they will go back because the Supreme Court, they put that footnote there today, say make them run. In fact, they admonish them, say make them.
All right, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Because this is a very important conversation, I'm listening here, and Augustine also join us now.